I feel like it. Just get the whole day in 3 little clips, 3 little movies. The big thing you got coming out of me now that's smart is to say that now that Goldman Sachs has gone in for their own currency with a settle coin, SETL, they don't ought to be having their hands on our currency, and we ought to stop paying them. We got 140,000 people working for the Treasury, and these people working for the Treasury can't do us right. I want these people in the US Treasury for the United States, which I would do for Transcendia. I want these people working for our Treasury to give us United States Post Office banking. I want the United States Treasury to take back all our important paper and get it out of the hands of Goldman Sachs as the main seller. Goldman Sachs broke a major insurance company, and insurance is what makes everything in business possible. And it started with the Dutch and the corporations they built up, and their legal framework. Maritime law has been around a long time, so it's respected. And you get my point. There's a conflict of interest, I believe, that we can look to as well, with Goldman Sachs having a currency that they've patented that they want to see do well of their own. There's something a little much about some of this. I'd say that while we could tolerate these play actors with their compound interest giving them complete security to do just about whatever they want, because they reach a certain level of riches where they can just keep making mistakes and get away with it. And then there's the geniuses like Meyer Lansky, not a dollar of his fortune ever found, and he was, it's mobster financial engineering. Now I repeat myself, don't I, because I'm a politician. And if you want to take me as a stand-up comic, you can take me that way too. Sometimes, like the good prop comic, prop comics. I have the props. My guitars are my props. Work for our man Steve Martin. He was a great comic. He's still alive, but he's not really active much anymore. I'm an old man. Maybe you'd do something with me. I could write an ensemble piece for us. I'm a good writer. North Carolina is like a desert to me. But New York City was, I went to Farrar Straus. I had their names. People my friend Ted Williams sent me to. His poet, been around. He's a professional poet in that he supports himself from writing poetry and reading it. The readings are, garner contributions. To wrap this up, though, the big news that I really think I got when I was reading Wikipedia, and that's probably somebody said, oh yeah, we knew about that. But I was reading Wikipedia, and that's where I got it, was that they patented their own currency. Currency and money having, to me, after I read the definitions, and I'm a simpleton, neophyte, like I said, I wanted to make a thing where the neophyte in Africa is there at the building of a little kid, you know, a little kid, and they're building an airport. And you see the bulldozers, and they're working class kind of guys, you know, and this little young African boy comes along, you know, and he starts helping them out on building that airport. And as it progresses, you know, our technology gets greater and greater, and everybody's going to go into outer space. So the kid could possibly go from doing that, as a consequence of working on the airport, and become a pilot, you know, go from a very early age and become eventually an outer space rocket pilot. And it would be, the name of the movie would be The Neophyte. I've loved this movie idea of mine. But the idea of modern monetary theory is the one that says that the government can write checks to pay for significant and proper responsibilities like education and defense, okay? Also, I mean, it can make sure that vital services are, you know, the infrastructure is there for a defendable and lovable. Now, my whole thing about Transcendental is to make it so attractive that people would buy the passports. From there, I could finagle a little bit of travel time, at least for me and my wife. I can't stay in a ditch and I slept in ditches. I'll never forget it. Being a Boy Scout makes you willing to suffer. It's almost bad for you.